Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Herbert on first down now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out. Four yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action, Willis. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And there's a pretty play for Madison. It seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce. And Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The second down throw by Willis. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw, Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Willis will look to throw it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5.
Mustang 19.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. To the right side, this is Dillon. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
On the set. Trap 50, trap 50.
Play action. Here's Willis. Pass complete to Addison. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready?
2nd and 7.
Ready, ready?
2nd down. Here's Willis. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ray. Home to try.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Herbert. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And even 100 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down. Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. the gun. Eckler running it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Herbert now on second down. He'll find Everett there, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down throw coming by Willis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen, nifty footwork. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Willis looks to pass it here. It's Dillon again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Willis. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
Right back to the air with Willis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Dragon 60.
Now Willis on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Running left is Dillon.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second down and 6 now.
Crowd right.
Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Eckler now between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Crowd right. Go.
A handoff, it's Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Willis will look to throw it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis. This is caught by Addison.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
Ready.
Second down, here's Willis. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the field goal got them back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ray.
It's Eckler again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
21. Go. Hey, go.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championship.